there's a stereotype of the super achiever, right? We just call them super Japs, right? And and in that way, Japanese Americans are very Japanese. I mean, they're very goal orientated. They're very achievement orientated, and they're very society orientated. But I always saw Japanese Americans as selling themselves out. Especially Nikkei Sanseis, they sold themselves out to be white, to assimilate, and that's a very Japanese thing. I mean, when I came to Japan, I wasn't looking for it, but that was the most striking thing. Is now I see genetically where some of my behavior patterns come from, right? The way I defer, or the way I feel, or the way I approach a situation. Some of that stuff is very Japanese, and I couldn't have grown up farther from being Japanese than, I mean, Japanese Americans at least have that, on the West Coast, at least have that association. But on the East Coast, there was none of that association. But yeah, I guess I reacted as a kid because there was always the expectation that I would be the overachiever, right? And so I actively pursued being an underachiever, I suppose. So, yeah, it's I thought about that a little bit especially when I came out here and I started seeing, some of my personality traits and some of the things, the way I see things, and seeing the similarities and the parallels there. And so, yeah, I've thought about that a lot, but